Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the very first and special episode of the Jayden Show. This is going to be my first time having a hour 45 to 50 minute long podcast, and I'm very excited for you. I took a lot of time in producing this, and we had a great day of conference championship football in the NFL, and we are going to talk about the big games in the Chiefs and the Bills, along with the Eagles and the Commanders. And we're also going to talk about some drama with the Cowboys. And we're going to get into some things about Superman and the Friendly Neighborhood Spiderman. But the first thing we're going to talk about, and it's something I got to rant about, is the Kansas City Chiefs go on to beat the Buffalo Bills 29-32. The Chiefs' quest for a three-peat heads to New Orleans. In another instant classic between the AFC rivals, Pat Mahomes and Kansas City Chiefs found a way to win once again. The KC offense moved the ball at will in the first half, netting 3 touchdowns on 4 possessions, with only a Mahomes fumble upsetting the string. They hit a third quarter lull with 2 punts, allowing the Bills to overcome an 11-point deficit. However, in the big moments, KC stepped up big. Mahomes rushed for the second TD of the day in the fourth quarter to regain the lead. Now, basically, we got another year of Pat Mahomes going to the Super Bowl. And I know a lot of people's got to say, I'm sick of the Chiefs. I'm sick of the Chiefs too. I'm tired of them winning. Okay. This game specifically was more about the Bills losing than the Chiefs winning. But first, I want to talk about some things with just Pat Mahomes. It's himself. Pat Mahomes is number 2. He just passed Joe Montana tonight with the most quarterback wins in postseason history, trailing only the GOAT, Tom Brady. Tom Brady has 35, and Pat Mahomes just passed Joe Brady with 17 postseason wins at the quarterback position. Also, in the last 6 seasons, Pat Mahomes, 2019, won the Super Bowl. 2020, made the Super Bowl. 2021, made the AFC Championship. 2022, won the Super Bowl. 2023, won the Super Bowl. And then this year, he going to make the Super Bowl and is the three-peat likely up for the Chiefs. Now, this was a great game. It was a great game. It was the AFC juggernaut matchup we've all been wanting. We've all been envisioning going into the week. Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes since 2021. The last time when they met, Josh Allen gave him the leading score, and then the Chiefs go down in 13 seconds and score a field goal. And then we got a thriller. Beginning the game specifically for the Bills, Josh Allen was very inefficient throwing the football. He was very shaky early. There was a couple big throws he was making down the field, and you was wanting to like, Josh, what are we doing? He was reverting to Josh Allen of old, and then it was just horrible. Really couldn't run the ball. It was okay. And then going into half, they go down. They scored a touchdown. They don't get a 2-point conversion. 16-21 going into halftime. They capped that off. Defensively for the Bills, oh my gosh, were these DBs trash all night. Matt Milano and Ed Oliver and the guys, Espinoza, I don't even know how to say his name, they were cooking all night. They were stuffing the run for the most part. They were getting to Pat Mahomes, making it feel uncomfortable. The D-line did their thing tonight. Forced Pat Mahomes to fumble the football. They did their thing. But on the back end, wow, were the Bills trash in the back end. I mean, they ran so much man-to-man, which we're going to talk about this at the end of the game. They ran a lot of man-to-man, and all the Chiefs were running was crossing routes. Xavier Worthy was having a field day in the first quarter. Xavier Worthy ended up he had 2 carries for 16 yards, and he had 6 catches for 85 yards, 1 touchdown. Xavier Worthy was getting a lot of touches. He got the most targets. I don't even know if Travis Kelce did even touch the ball. Okay, Travis Kelce had 2 catches for 19 yards. I don't even remember those 2 catches. This was pretty much an Xavier Worthy and then a Kareem Hunt type of day. That was it. That's all. For some reason, Pacheco didn't get a lot of carries. I don't know why, but they were giving the Kareem Hunt the ball. He averaged 3.8 yards per carry. But the Juju Smith-Schusters and the Xavier Worthy and the Kareem Hunt, and of course the guy Pat Mahomes. That was the big hitter for the Chiefs. But just going back to the Bills, they couldn't do anything. Them DBs were letting them down all night. Matt Milano and the boys, they were good enough to get sacks here and there, but they let them down big time. Now, so going into the second half, The Bills' offense was getting super efficient. They were running the football. James Cook was having a field day running on that D-line. That D-line could not do anything. They kept running the ball. Josh Allen, they were going down, scoring touchdowns. On the defensive side of the ball, same thing. Defensive line started playing amazing. DBs playing like trash. Then we get to the fourth quarter. Why is it every time they had fourth or third down and short, Joe Brady kept calling quarterback power and sneak with Josh Allen? It was not working all night. Why did he keep calling it? I don't know. Crucial plays. And I get to this. And the question that I want to say with this topic is, Josh Allen was set up to fail. The fourth quarter. You have the ball in your hands. You're down 3. 3 minutes left in the game. Josh Allen just picked up a 15-yard run with his legs. You had the ball at like your own 40-ish yard line. And you throw the ball 4 straight times when you've been running the ball down their throat with James Cook all game? Joe Brady. I was giving you the praises all game. I was like, oh yes, Joe Brady's cooking. Give him the ball. What is it that your play calling in the fourth quarter got terrible? Specifically, there's been some questions. Hand the ball to the running back and let him get the yards. They were waiting for the QB sneak all game and they were stuffing it. You knew that they were going to QB sneak because your running back was literally just sitting here like this when he was set up in the pocket, just with his hands like this. Get ready to push Josh Allen. Get creative. You kept getting stuffed on fourth down. Let me look up the numbers. I don't even know what they were on fourth down, but specifically the one play in the fourth quarter when they didn't get it, that was a game-changing play where Josh Allen did not get to fourth down. And they went to review it and it didn't get overturned. Let's see, fourth down. They were 4 for 6 on fourth down. They went for fourth down 6 times. The Chiefs only went for fourth down once. Third down efficiency. They were 5 for 14. That's pretty bad. Chiefs were 5 for 9. I mean, total yards, total yards was even, total plays was even, drives were pretty even. The Chiefs had one more drive. Yards per play was pretty even. Passing was even. Yards per pass, Mahomes beat him by 2 yards. Sacks were the same. Rushing was just about the same. It was an even matchup. But you cannot tell me that the Bills lost this game. Josh Allen was set up to fail. Why is it that they feel like Josh Allen's got to play hero ball? Colin Cowherd said it best on his tweet. Let him differentiate to his weapons that he's got on offense. He has Amari Cooper. He's got Khalil Shakir. He has Keon Coleman. He's got James Cook in the backfield. He's got Dawson Knox. He's got Dalton Kincaid. He has guys. Why is it that the Bills think that every playoff they got to go Josh Allen or die? Let Josh Allen, let him be Robin. Let somebody else go be Batman. They set the man up to fail. Every time they're saying Josh Allen gonna make a play. Fourth downs every time. Josh Allen, jump over the line. Sneak it over the line. Josh Allen literally jumped over the line and kept fumbling the football. Then, very last money drive. You need it drive. Josh Allen just picked up a big run. Instead of handing it off to the running back that's been getting 10 yards a clip that half, you will say Josh Allen just dropped back to pass 4 straight times. Really, Joe Brady? Really, Sean McDermott? It's the Bills' shenanigans every single playoff. It is decisions, decision-making, offensively, defensively. It makes no sense. Sean McDermott, Isaiah Pacheco's idiotic rump runs out of bounds with 1:40 left on the play clock. You still have your 2 timeouts. Okay, there's a chance you get the ball back with 40 seconds and you were able to score a touchdown and possibly win the game. Okay, you give them the 3rd and 9. But no, instead of playing zone, Tampa 2, drop your DBs back. Your DBs is playing terrible defense all night. They can't cover your grandma. Instead of you dropping them back into coverage, let them play some zone, you give them man-to-man. And guess what the Chiefs run? Crossing routes like they've been running all night and killing you in man-to-man. And then you let Samaje Perine, who ain't even touched the ball and even played all game, he beats you. That's the Bills side of things. Let's get to the Chiefs side of things. Pat Mahomes is just great, guys. When we talk about moments at the quarterback position, we think about the Tom Bradys. We think about the Peyton Mannings. We think about the Joe Montanas. We think about all those great quarterbacks that just made the plays when you needed to make it. This guy here, outside of Tom Brady, he's on another level at it. And it's because of Andy Reid too and his play calling, but when he needs to make a play, he freaking makes it. He really does. Y'all can hate on Patrick Mahomes all you want to. He is a winner. He didn't do nothing crazy tonight on the stat line. He was 18 for 26, 245 yards, 1 touchdown. He didn't have to do much. He had a 111. He had a 87 quarterback rating. He had a 111 passer rating. No, didn't turn the ball over. Wait, yes, he did turn the ball over. He fumbled the ball in the first quarter half, but outside of that, he didn't turn the ball over. And when he got the ball, which on contrast, Josh Allen can't get this success, he was set up for success to make the right play when he needed to make it at the end of the game. If you're giving the ball to Pat Mahomes when you got to stop him for 3 straight downs, good luck. Go ahead and go ahead and plan your funeral because you're going home. You're losing. The Chiefs are so good, they got the first down on the second play. Pacheco ran out of bounds on accident. Guess what? They still dial up another first down on top of that. He is the Grim Reaper. And now they are on their quest to face the Philadelphia Eagles and to being the first team since the Patriots had the ability to do it to win 3 straight Super Bowls. Is there Kansas City Chiefs fatigue? Absolutely. But this man makes plays. He made a couple quarterback. I think he had 2 rushing touchdowns today. Yeah, he had 2 rushing touchdowns. He's a winner. Have it. Nick Wright posted on Twitter. He has not run the ball since he dislocated his knee in a 2015 playoff run. And today he ran the ball for 2 touchdowns. He does what he needs to do to win the games. Granted, it's not flashy. It hasn't been flashy all year. They've been winning like this all year. And I literally said it at the end of this game. I'm tired of the Chiefs winning because they lose ugly every time. But guess what? They win. And they're carrying this momentum into the Super Bowl. They're getting a Super Bowl rematch. It's a favorable matchup. They match up very well. I mean, the Chiefs done what they needed to do when they needed to do it to win the game. And Josh Allen, I don't blame this loss on Josh Allen at all. I really don't. I think Josh Allen, he didn't play his best game, but he didn't play a bad game at all. He had a 104 quarterback passer rating. He had a 71 QBR, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He fumbled the ball 3 times, but he received all 3. But he didn't play terrible, but he did play great. But I don't think Josh Allen is the reason why the Bills lost this game. I think it's coaching. It's coaching malpractice. Josh Allen will set up the field. And even on the 4th down, you had plenty of time to call up a nice play getting out of the 2-minute warning. You knew Coach Spags was going to dial up something special, and he dialed up a blitz. And even in that moment, Josh Allen threw up a heat to Dalton Kincaid, and it hits him right in the bread basket, and he dropped it. It literally reminded me of the Cedric Wilson play against the Cowboys in the 2021 playoff game against the San Francisco 49ers. It's heartbreaking. It's gut-wrenching. I'm sorry I feel bad for the Buffalo Bills fans. Their fan base is hurting. They went to 4 straight Super Bowls back in the 90s. Dallas beat them in 3 of them. The fan base is dying for a championship. I wanted them to, I thought this was the Bills season. If this was the year to beat the Chiefs, this was the year to do it. And if you couldn't beat them this year, I don't know when you're going to beat them, Josh. Buffalo, Sean. This loss is on you, Sean, and coach staff. This one is. You got to wear this one. You ran the ball so well and then you get away from it. Forcing Josh Allen, saying Josh Allen go win me the game when you don't need to do that. The Chiefs don't do that to Pat Mahomes. And to reset Pat Mahomes up for success. What does he call? He calls 2-run plays, and guess what? Run a little fake play to Isaiah Pacheco. Pacheco go win the game. He's not saying Patrick Mahomes drop back 7 yards and make this crazy pass for 10 yards. No. Run a nice thought up play. Coaching my practice. When you're going up against Andy Reid, you got to get it. You got to outduel him. You got to show him your best stuff. And Joe Brady didn't do that. Sean McDermott didn't do that. Defensively and offensively of the ball, it was terrible. Coaching malpractice. So the Kansas City Chiefs is set to rematch the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl. I don't even know what Super Bowl this is. Is this Super Bowl 50? 50 what? 50 what? I don't even know. Look, we don't know. They got another trip to the Super Bowl. It's Super Bowl 50 something. I want to say it's maybe 59. Yeah, I think it's like 57. 57, 59. I don't know what Super Bowl it is. Look, they're going to the Super Bowl. It's going to be held in New Orleans, and they are set up to face the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, moving on to the Philadelphia Eagles. Here we go. Eagles run away from Washington and into the Super Bowl. The season of Saquon continues. It took a single snap from scrimmage for Barkley to make his stamp in the NFC Championship game. And then the running back took a pitch. And I tried to find a rundown of the game, but here is what I have to say about this game. In all honesty, from the Commanders' point of view, let's just get to them first. Commanders fans, there's nothing to be sad about. Absolutely nothing. Jayden Daniels, and it's sad. This is sad for me to say this because I am a Cowboys fan, but Jayden Daniels played great. To be in that environment, going into the Lincoln Financial Field in your rookie season, NFC Championship game, he played well in my opinion. He really did. What cost the Eagles this game was turnovers. Fumbles. Bad tackling. Penalties. That's what lost the Commanders this game. Easily. But now, was this a Commanders loss or more of an Eagles win? I have to say, this was an Eagles win. This was an Eagles win. Going into this postseason, I was saying this. If you played the Washington Commanders, you're going to have to outduel Jayden Daniels, Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts did just that. I know the score doesn't demonstrate that, but at one point the score was 23-31, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that, but I think that was the score at one point. And it was well within range for them to try and, the game was a game at one point. And then Zach Bond got that turnover in midfield from Austin Eckler, punched the ball out. But Jalen Hurts was good today. He really was. Passing game for the Eagles today? Gotta tell y'all, they picked the best game to show out. They really did. NFC Championship game going into the Super Bowl. You picked the best game to get your pass game going. You really did. Jalen Hurts was 20 for 28, 246 yards. He averaged 8 yards per throw. 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Did not turn the ball over at all. He had a 72 QBR, 110 quarterback rating, passer rating. Saquon Barkley, another did his thing running the ball. Of course, he had a couple breakaway runs. Saquon Barkley at his finest. Kellen Moore has done a great job calling plays, and that offensive line continues to be one of the best units of football the last couple of years. Saquon Barkley had 15 carries for 118 yards, 7.9 yards per carry. Even Will Shipley got in there and had a 57-yard run. That just lets you know how dominant the Eagles' O-line is. But passing-wise receiving, A.J. Brown woke up. The A.J. Brown-Jalen Hurts connection was on the show today. A.J. Brown almost had 100 yards receiving. He was the leading receiver for the Eagles. He had 1 touchdown. Dallas Goedert had 85 yards. Schmitty had 45 yards. He made some play. He made big third down catches when he needed to make them. But it was just continuity on both sides. I mean, offensively, the Eagles were great. They were just complimentary football. Offensively, great blocking, great play calling, great running, great passing. All around masterclass by the Eagles offensively. And defensively, that defense was humming. coming, forcing turnovers. I mean, every time you turn around, that Zach Bond, wow, did that man come out of nowhere? He is looking like Peanut Tillman out there knocking out the ball like he was today. Zach Bond and that defensive unit played great, led by Jordan Davis. Had a big sack. He had a pretty good day. Jalen Carter, of course, he was doing his thing. Cooper DeJean, Quinyon Mitchell. Didn't really hear much about Gardner Johnson, but just the Eagles' defensive unit played well. They played a great game. And moving on to the Commanders side of things, like I said right when I started my soliloquy, man, Commanders fans, you got a guy. You got a guy. Jayden Daniels didn't back down. He didn't back down from the fight. He was not discouraged, even when the game got ugly late, and then the Commanders were fumbling the ball twice on kickoffs, if I'm not mistaken. De'Ami Brown fumbled the ball once early in the game. Austin Eckler fumbled the ball too. It was just a multitude of things. Bad penalties. Marshawn Lattimore defensively killing their defense, forcing the Eagles to get easy touchdowns right there near the goal line. That was a multitude of things. That's what caused the Commanders to lose this game. That's what it was. Penalties and turnovers. That's all it was. That was it. Even on fourth down, the Commanders were really efficient on fourth down. They were 4 for 6 on fourth down. That was good enough. They got the fourth downs that they need to make to get the fourth downs on. I think them fourth downs was probably like late in the game when the game was already over. I have it right there. Chipping away on fourth down. Jayden Daniels is special. And defensively, my God, was this defense bad today. Terrible tackling. Penalties. Back-breaking penalties. Marshawn Lattimore, stupid penalties. Late hit out of bounds, even though a lot of them were a little ticky-tacky. I think the rest were really favoring the Eagles since they were the home team, but just bad penalties. All of them were on the defense. The defense literally lost the Commanders this game. Literally, just when you thought it was going into the halftime, the Eagles were pulling away with a win. And then Washington goes and drops a 12 spot in the second quarter, and then it's like, dang, we actually got a game. You know, gives that pass to Terry McLaurin, we have a game. Jayden Daniels was not backing down. He showed up when he needed to show up, but man, this defense did not help him out at all. One thing that the head coach for Dan Quinn, he just loves getting up a lot of points in the playoffs. I mean, I don't know what it is. Just his defense just be getting cooked in the playoffs. I don't know what it is. Don't ask me. It was like that with Seattle, and it was like that with Dallas. They just put up 40 pieces on you. I don't know why. But mainly, I can't really blame Dan Quinn a lot because a lot of this had to do with the players. Bad turnovers, bad tackling. You can't do it. Even the first breakout run that Saquon Barkley had, that was god-awful tackling. Saquon Barkley ran past like 5 people. 5 white jerseys. It's pretty bad. Terrible penalties. Offsides. Specifically, the sequence with the brotherly shove right there in the third quarter in the end zone. Jesus Christ. No, it was in the fourth quarter. They had the ball on the half-yard line. They went from like the 2-yard line and got to the inch line. Not even the inch line, the centimeter line. At one point, the referee was like, if you get, I've warned the Commanders, if you get another offside penalty, they have the right to give them a score. It got that bad with penalties. It was bad. But Jayden Daniels, he didn't put the ball in harm's way. He gave it to his guy. Zach Ertz was his primary big target. Terry McLaurin was pretty non-existent going into the second half after he got that touchdown catch in the first half. But, man, both teams went for it a lot on fourth down. It was just a great game by the Eagles. And like I said, Commanders fans, you can't get mad. I mean, even in the fourth quarter for the Commanders, bad pass protection. Bad pass protection for Jayden Daniels. Jayden Daniels really didn't have Jalen Carter was getting to him in the middle and the interior of the line. So Jayden Daniels really didn't have an opportunity to make plays. Didn't even really have time to look down the field and even have any good throws. But man, the future is bright for the NFC East. I think the NFC is about to be another powerhouse soon. The Giants is about to get a quarterback. They already have a stud wide receiver in Malik Neighbors. The defense is good enough. You got Brian Burns, you got Kayvon Thibodeau. You want to find some more guys to add to that defense. But scary times to be a Dallas fan right now, especially when you know Jayden Daniels is a guy. He's going to be back in this situation soon, I imagine. Washington is going to build on this. get them some wide receiver help, boost up that D-line, that O-line a little bit. Also on the defensive side of the ball, get some safeties and get some DBs, but nothing to be mad at for the Commanders. Your future is bright. They showed their rookie, just their babies. They look like babies out there compared to the Eagles. The Eagles look like they've been there and done that, led by Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown and the guys and Zach Bond on defense. And the Commanders look like rookies on that field. They really did. They showed. The Eagles showed that they were the big dogs, and they blew them out 55-23. The score is not very reflective of how close the game actually was going into the fourth quarter. There was still a chance. We all know what happened at the beginning of the season at Lincoln Financial, early in the season, what happened at Lincoln Financial Field when Jayden Daniels and the guys stormed back from like 21. So this game was far from over. Basically going in to the Super Bowl for the Eagles. Can they translate this game going into the Super Bowl? It's going to be very interesting to see. Like I said, they had continuity on both sides of the ball. Obviously not with the field goal kicking. I don't know what they're going to do with the field goal kicking. He's been shaking a lot of field goals. I don't know what they're going to do with it. I done and forgot to Jake Elliott. Don't know what they're going to do with him. He's been pretty bad kicking the ball lately. So especially from long distances, he missed one today. So I don't know, moving into the Super Bowl, are they going to be going for a lot of fourth downs? If I'm not mistaken, they went for only one fourth down today. I don't even think they even got into many situations where they went to fourth down and long. We already know they're going to run the brotherly shove if they get close enough. But going into the Super Bowl, it's going to be interesting to see, can Jalen Hurts and this offense translate this type of game going to the Super Bowl, because you're going to need to do it. You're going to need to do it. Pat Mahomes and them, they're going to score. Y'all been here and done that against the Chiefs. That defense didn't stop. That defense could stop Pat Mahomes. And on the opposite side, they couldn't stop y'all. But I think going into this game, the Eagles are the better team. The Eagles are the better team. So we're just going to go ahead and translate into that to a Super Bowl matchup type of preview against the Chiefs and against the Eagles. And what I'm looking for the Eagles, you have the better team. You have the better wide receiving core. You have the better O-line. You have the better D-line. You have the better secondary. You have, I wouldn't say you have the better special teams, but you got pretty much the best thing you got the best running back. Got the best, I would say right now, maybe the best tight end. You know, Kelsey's a little old. He hasn't been really relying on Kelsey. Pat Mahomes, Goddard's been getting a lot of heavy of the load, been really blocking officially. So you kind of say you kind of got the better tight end going into this game somewhat. So you have the favorable matchup. Philadelphia don't win this game and play decent. If they get blew out, it's going to get real ugly. I mean, I get it. You're at another Super Bowl. We get it. You just faced them 2 years ago, but I know that owner. He pulls the trigger on head coaches. And now I'm not sitting here saying that Nick Sirianni's going to get fired if they lose the Super Bowl. I highly doubt that. He's got a great resume so far. I think they posted on Twitter. First season, he was 9-8, went to the playoffs, didn't make it. Second year, you went to the Super Bowl, won like 12, 13 games. Last year, you won 11 games. This year, you won 13, 14 games. You're in the Super Bowl again. Great resume in the first 4 years for Nick Sirianni. Even though he doesn't do anything, he just likes to run his mouth and just be archaic and be idiotic. But he got a lot. You can't lie. He's pretty darn efficient at his job. So that's the Eagles' point of view. You're going to have to bring continuity like this. You're going to want to pound the rock, pound the run against this team. Please do what the Bills couldn't, because they are a liability against the run game. The Eagles should easily rush for 150 plus yards against this front for the Chiefs. Easily. There should be no shadow of a doubt that Saquon Barkley should be coming out of the game with 150 yards. I promise you that. Jordan Mailata, Lane Johnson, Eric Dickerson, and the guys, Cam Jurgens. What? Mekhi Becton. What? They should have a field day. Barbecue chicken all day, baby. All day. Secondary, they leave a lot to be desired too. I think Jalen Hurts should have a good job running the football. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm interested to see the bet line for this game. I'm not betting against Pat Mahomes. I'm not doing it. I've done it plenty of times, and it ain't going to happen again. So, and for the Chiefs' point of view, that's a stout defense. So you might have some problems running the football. I don't even think how many rush yards. I don't even know how many rush yards how many rush yards did they have rushing? The Commanders had 99 yards rushing. So defensively, they averaged 4 yards a carry. So you might be able to run the ball against them or not. I don't really know. Just gonna have to wait and see on that. But secondary can be had somewhat. I like Cooper DeJean. I like Quinyon Mitchell. I think they have the opportunity to be a very big 1-2 combo. If Slade gets to retire in a couple, yeah, they're the future. They are the future. They are raw. They got Quinyon Mitchell out of Toledo, and Cooper DeJean fell in the second round. I don't know why. I guess because they got the thing with the white cornerbacks. I guess I don't want to get racist, but I mean, hey, they normally don't see white cornerbacks, and they're sitting there like, well, he's very athletic, but man, is he a stud? He's an absolute stud. Vic Fangio has turned him into a big 1-2 combo. So that's something Pat Mahomes is going to have to look for. Xavier Worthy, Juju Smith-Schuster. How are they going to fare well against that? Travis Kelce, I don't know. It's going to have to wait and see what Andy Reid cooks up for that. I think Andy Reid is going to get very creative in trying to combat that good defense and get away from that pass rush because they're going to get to the quarterback. And Pat Mahomes, he's that offensive line is shaky, and it could get shaky against Nolan Smith and Sweat and the boys. It's going to get really shaky. So it's going to be looking for. I think that's the Chiefs' game plan. They're going to try and want to run the football and bring some play action into it and try. I don't think they want to turn it back to a drop passing type of game. Want to throw some screen passes. Just try and stay away from that Eagles pass rush. And defensively for the Chiefs, you got to be able to stop the run first. You got to stop the run. I'd commit to the run. I'd force Jalen Hurts still to throw the football, even though Jalen Hurts did a great job throwing the football this game. I will still just wait. Trust it. Make Jalen Hurts throw the football. Make him beat you. I'm making Jalen Hurts beat me. I'm betting against Jalen Hurts again. I don't care what nobody says. You can kill me for it. I don't care. I'm not letting Saquon Barkley beat me. I'm making Jalen Hurts beat me. Jalen Hurts. I'm not letting him run out of the pocket. I'm making Jalen Hurts beat me with his legs. I'm not letting Jalen Hurts beat me. I will die in my grave a happy man if Saquon Barkley don't beat me. I will go to bed. I don't even want to say I'd die in my bed. Let's just use a more positive term. Let's just say I will sleep better at night if Saquon Barkley don't beat me. If Jalen Hurts beats me, I'll power to you, pretty boy. GQ man. Needs to be on people's magazines. Sexiest man alive. Don't take that the wrong way. I'm just saying that's how bro dresses. He dresses like he's a model for Versace or something. I don't know. It's just he's got to wear fashion. But I'm not letting Jalen Hurts beat me. It's not happening. It's not happening. If I'm not surprised, I think this line they'll probably favor the Chiefs by 3 points, maybe. It's going to be a good line. Got a great game. I hate both teams. I don't like neither one of them. I didn't want neither one of them to be in the game. I really wanted I hate to say this. I really wanted to watch the Commanders-Bills Super Bowl, and I was wanting the Bills to win it all. But me personally, I really think going into this game, whoever won, I think the AFC winner is going to come out winning the Super Bowl. So I will imagine Chiefs will be favored, but it's going to be a great game, and I look forward to it. Now, that is it, and that is my recaps for the games for tonight. Another big thing that I wanted to point out too, I didn't point out, Josh Allen is 0-4 against Pat Mahomes in the playoffs right now. Yeah, not good at all. So now we're going to talk about something that is something stupid in my opinion. So obviously we had a lot of something crazy going on Twitter today that was surfacing. So before the Philadelphia Eagles game and the Commanders game, they were leading a chant together saying that the Dallas Cowboys suck. And we are going to react and give you my thoughts on that now. Dallas sucks! Dallas sucks! Dallas sucks! Dallas sucks! Dallas sucks! Dallas sucks! If Jerry Jones accomplished one thing, he accomplished the ability for us to live rent-free in these people's heads. Every year, every season, Don't matter the game. It's either the Commanders. The Giants don't ever do it. I don't ever see the Giants do this, but it's always the Commanders and the Eagles saying, we want Dallas or Dallas sucks. They just love the Dallas Cowboys. We're at home in Cancun. Dak Prescott's with his pregnant fiance, getting ready to have their second child. He's probably enjoying the dad life. CeeDee Lamb's out having a fashion show with Versace with Stephon Diggs and the guys. Alvin Kamara, he posted on his Instagram. Don't know what Rico Dowdle's doing. Jake Ferguson's probably chilling with the Cavender, one of his Cavender twins, the girlfriend he's got. Micah Parsons is probably out doing a podcast somewhere. He was out at the Australian Open last week. We're chilling at Cancun. We're enjoying being at the crib right now. You're in the national championship. My bad that the Commanders hasn't had success in 30 years, just like us. Okay, you ain't won a Super. I think you won one Super Bowl. Did they even have a Super Bowl win? I don't even know. We're about to look this up together. Does the Commanders even have a Super Bowl win? I don't know. Obviously, they have not been since they had the first black quarterback to be in the Super Bowl. I've done had a brain fart and cannot remember the fella's name. Oh, they've won 3 Super Bowls. Okay. I did not know they've won 3 Super Bowls. Jeez Louise, that must have been in ancient times. Wow. What is that man's name? Quarterback. Sorry, guys. I'm over here trying to just figure out the fella's name. I don't know. I don't remember his name. Doug Williams. Yes, I knew it started with a D. I could not remember. Doug Williams was the last quarterback for the Command the last time they've been to the Super Bowl. Jeez, I don't know why I couldn't remember that. But it was Doug Williams. You haven't had success. We get it. In the Eagles, you guys haven't had success either. You've had the biggest drought in the 80s. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Eagles, they posted on their social media page about the times they've been to the NFC Championship or the Super Bowl. I can't even remember it. We're about to look it up now. But look, I know you guys aren't used to success, but that don't give you the right to sit here and just trash the Dallas Cowboys. We're at home chilling. We're minding our business, okay? Yes, the NFC champ. They've been NFC champions in 1980, 2004, 17, 22, 24. Okay, so look at there. You haven't been to many NFC championship games, Philly. And I'm pretty sure the Commanders ain't. I don't have the producers to look it up for me, but the Commanders ain't been to many either. Dallas is successful. We got 5 Super Bowls. Philly's got 1. Okay? We're chill. Why did we live rent-free in y'all's heads? Enjoy y'all's moment, okay? We're depressed enough. We got Brian Schottenheimer. We got a sorry quarterback. We got a sorry culture. We got a sorry GM. We got a sorry owner. Let us just live in pain. Please. Just leave us alone. We don't need this. Enjoy that y'all's having a game with each other. I don't know why y'all sitting here talking about Dallas sucks, giving us Dallas sucks chance. We're at home. We're chilling, minding our own business. There's no point for you to be doing this. But the Eagles is already a toxic fan base. I already don't even like them. They're flooding the streets right now in Philly. It's a very nauseating fan base. I don't know why Stephen A thinks we're a bad fan base. The Eagles, the Philadelphia fans, in my opinion, they're disgusting. They're worse. They're just terrible. And also the Commanders fans, they like to make the little theme songs. Y'all know the little theme song, left hand up. Who are we? We the They got little theme songs. I mean, I don't know what they're trying to be. I guess they're a pig now with their mascot. All of a sudden, I don't know. Don't ask me. They got a stupid name, stupid marketing team. I hope the owner changes the name. I don't remember what they said was going on with that. But just, can we live rent-free? Can we just live freely, guys? Enjoy the offseason. Welcome, Commanders. You're in Cancun with us, baby. What's up? What's up? You finally made it to the NFC Championship. You got a better quarterback than us. You got a better culture right now than us. Good. Great for you. Josh Harrison, the guys, Magic Johnson, ownership. You did a great job. The GM that used to be for the Warriors, I don't even remember his name right now. I don't have the chance to look it up. Bob Myers. Great for you guys. Great. Philadelphia. You have Howie Roseman. You have the GM that is just does everything that you need to do. You really do. Got the man, the myth himself, just Howie Roseman. Just put the Superman cape on this guy. The guy says show up to win every year. I'm jealous. I love it. Your owner, he just sits back and chillax and just lets lets Hy Roseman and Nick Sirianni do the darn thing. Even though we were going into this season questioning Nick Sirianni's job, that's the crazy part about it. But listen, just let us be at peace. Let us chill, and y'all enjoy yourselves. Jerry Jones, you did one thing. You've done good at marketing team, and you've done a good job letting our fan base hate us. We're the most hated. That's why we're America's team. Even though I do think that label is going to be gone in a couple years, because it looks like the Kansas City Chiefs might have a good shot to have that title. Now, moving into some other news, we're going to move into some comic book type stuff. This is, like I said, we're going to do mashing up things a little bit now. I want to maybe do this fun. I think it's going to be fun. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man has been renewed for season 3 at Disney Plus. All of the scripts for season 2 are done, and animatics are halfway done. I saw a little tweet. They've already interviewed the producer, director. I don't even know what he was, and saying that they've already greenlit the second season. He's already done with it. He's basically just like to say wait for animatics. But a lot of good reviews is going in for this television show. I did my reaction on it. Y'all go check it out on my channel. Didn't like it. I don't like the animation. They posted a video earlier this week, saying that they changed a lot of characters. Don't like that either. There's no Mary Jane. There's no Mary Jane, it seems. They're going with some just different characters. And yes, Harry Osborn's black. Norman Osborn's black. That just turns me off already, and I don't want to watch it. That's what turns me off about it, because of the political stuff that's in it. But overall, just itself, people said it's a great story. It's a great interpretation of Spider-Man. I don't know if it's supposed to be canon or not. They've come out and said originally, when it was supposed to be Spider-Man freshman year, it was supposed to be an MCU canon story, the early years of Tom Holland as Spider-Man. A lot of people was looking forward to that, me, myself. But then they changed it up to something. Nah, it's not MCU canon now, even though they showed moments of the bus stop scene in the trailer, along with they showed stills of the fight in Civil War, which he was part of when Ant-Man was a giant. And then you have the Daredevil with Doctor Strange. Daredevil is voiced by Charlie Cox. So I don't know if it's still supposed to be canon or not. I don't know. But the reviews are coming in. Everybody's saying it's good. It's a good representation of Spider-Man. It's just me. Is political. And when I watched the video and I saw the people who are putting on the show, I was sitting there like, yeah. They were like, the one guy, he was like, yeah, we're putting a different twist on some characters in the lore. Literally, none of the characters we don't know. I don't know none of them, unless you're a deep lore Spider-Man fan, but I only know the main people. I know the Harry Osborns, Gwen, Mary Jane Watson, Flash Thompson. There's just more, mainly because I'm a spectacular Spider-Man type of guy. Okay. Look, I'm a prisoner of the moment. It's going to be hard for me to accept any type of Spider-Man content. I would be open to watching this, but like I said, I don't like the animation style and I don't like the politics, so I'm not going to watch it. Unless you guys want me to watch it, and then I will watch it for you guys and give you my my interpretation of it, because they said it's good. Maybe it's good entertainment. I don't know, but I'm already so turned off by it. I don't really care if I watch it. It looks kiddie, even though that's the right vibes that you want, but just something about it just looks off. It just don't look right. But if you guys want me to watch it, I'll watch it. I'm more than happy to watch it with you guys, but I'm not willingly want to watch this by myself, I don't think. Maybe if I get to see some reviews and get to see what other people like the 3C films, the Tyrone Madnesses, and people that I actually trust, I'd be open to it if they like it, and it's they're my trusty sources. But people seem to like it. People are giving it good reviews, saying that it was the best 10 episodes that they've seen, and they're looking forward to more. But I'm just ready to see what the audience score is going to be. I'm ready to see what the viewership is going to be. So, because greenlighting season 3. It's kind of wild when it's not even been out yet. I think it comes out this week, so just going to have to wait and see. We're just going to have to wait and see. So that is your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is being reviewed for season 3. Now, moving on to something that I came upon today, and I was like, that looks pretty bad. So they came out with a teaser for Superman, and we are going to watch it again together. And that was a small clip that I saw on Twitter earlier today. Guys, I don't want to be a hater, but I'm sorry. That shot looked terrible. It was pretty darn bad. It was awful. Okay. I sat and looked at it with my girlfriend all day today, and I was sitting here like, honey, is it me? Or that shot just looks terrible. It just looks bad. It looks cheap. I get what James Gunn was saying when he was going with the shots from Top Gun Maverick, because it looks like something that was straight shot out of Top Gun. But outside of that, man, just the shot itself is terrible. Horrible. Horrible. It's just, it looked poorly shot. It just looks like just something that you just tell that green screen is, they had to mocap his face or something. I don't know about television business like that, but something was done with the VFX artist in his face. It just looks, you can just tell it just don't look real. It don't look like it's a high quality shot at all. But my caveat to that is, that's just the special effects of the movie. I have full faith that this movie story-wise is going to be good because it's James Gunn. And I have full faith that James Gunn is going to produce a great Superman origin story, and I think he's going to make a story that is in the best benefit of the people. And just, I really want this movie to be well. I want this movie to do well. I have a Superman shirt on right now. Just great representation right now. I'm a big Superman guy. So I want this to be great. And if the shots look crappy compared to Man of Steel, we've been spoiled. Batman v Superman, Justice League, the Snyder Cut, and Man of Steel itself, Batman v Superman. We had some great Superman shots. Just the first flight scene in Superman and Man of Steel, the flight scene in the Snyder Cut, the best top 3 best film scene of all time, where Superman comes out in the black suit, and then he's got his father and his daddy in the background with all the iconic voices that he gave when he was a kid. And then he says, "Fly, son, it's time." Oh my gosh, it's breathtaking every time. But I got to get over it. I got to give David Cornsweet a chance. I got to give James Gunn a chance. Is it going to be cheaper looking than what it needs to be compared to past films like Zack Snyder's films? Yes, it is. But James Gunn has an opportunity. He's a great storyteller. He made me fall in love with Guardians of the Galaxy. Me personally, I didn't care for his Suicide Squad, in my opinion, and I didn't watch Peacemaker, but a lot of people did enjoy Peacemaker, and I enjoy Guardians of the Galaxy. So if anybody has the opportunity to make a great Superman story, he's talked a lot about how much he just loves Superman. He can do it. He can really do it. And I just, like I said, the shot was bad. I don't know who's greenlighting the marketing for this movie, but the shots has just not been it. This is just basically, it's the same teaser from what we've seen already. Just got an extra extended look at Lex Luthor, and then we got, the second part of the shot, because the first part of the shot was him flying with just seeing the back of it. That looked good, but when you turn around and see the head, it was like, what is that? I don't even know what that is. But that's just the negative. I think the costume, still to me, the costume's fine. I love the cape. I love the emblem, the yellow emblem in the back of the cape. I like it. I love it. But man, I just know this movie's going to be cheaply shot. I don't like it. But I can say, I think this movie's going to be good. I want it to make at least $800 million at the box office. I don't even know the budget for this film yet. They really haven't came out and said what the budget is. But I want to see a lot of Superman. I want to see a lot of Lois Lane. I want to see that interaction. Hopefully, we get some explanation on why Hawk Girl, Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific. Mr. Terrific costume's fine, but I don't know why Guy Gardner and Hawk Girl's costumes are absolutely atrocious. Lex Luthor, we're going to see how he fits into that story. We just don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see. The movie comes out in July. So we're just going to, I think that we're probably going to get another look maybe at the Super Bowl. We're just going to have to wait and see. I'm very interested to see how they do the characters justice and the storyline and what they're going to do with Superman and Lex Luthor and Lois Lane and all that. I mean, I'm not very interested in Mr. Terrific and Guy Gardner and Hawk Girl, in my opinion, because I think they're just taking away from the main storyline and what I want from a Superman film. But we're just going to have to see how they're tied in. They may be tied into the villain part of it, and then they're going to lead into other projects. So I'm just very interested in what they do with that, and we're just going to have to wait and see, guys. We're just going to have to wait and see. And without further ado, I think that is all I wanted to talk with you guys about today, to be honest with you. I I did see something with Green Lantern. I seen something about the Green Lantern show saying that they greenlit it. We could talk about that just really fast. I think they said on Twitter it was about Culture Crave, saying like somebody said it was the best thing they saw since in a sci-fi project. And then they actually did cast a dude for Sinestro. Excuse me 1 second here. They did cast a guy in Sinestro. Can't find to tweet from Discussing Field. We're just going to use this tweet. The description of Sinestro, I don't know how true this is, from Lanterns, ruthless yet undeniably charming. Sinestro is a former Green Lantern who turned rogue. Sinestro's manipulative nature drives his enduring obsession with his former mentee, Hal Jordan. So I think what we're going to do, if you're interested, his name is Ulrich Thompson. He's AKA DCU's Deathstroke, and they gave him a scene. So that is going to be the Sinestro. I want to see if there's anything else. Not really a lot of tweets that I'm seeing here. But I can't say I did see a tweet where he's talking about the script writer saying that they're going to start production this week and they're going to do some costume fittings, I think, maybe. And then they're talking about, she just said the script's one of the best sci-fi scripts that she's read in a long time. And they did reveal Sinestro, saying that Sinestro is going to be part of the series. And I'm going to be glad to see that. I want to see how Aaron Pierre ties into the story along with Hal Jordan, little buddy cop action, trying to save Earth. I hope they do that justice. I'm already mad enough that Hal Jordan is going to be old, and then he's going to be playing mentor to Aaron Pierre's John Stewart, but I think Aaron Pierre is going to knock it out of the park. He's got the look, he's got the eyeballs, he's got the physical features to be able to pull off a great John Stewart. I don't know about the Chandler guy as Hal Jordan. Already told you how I feel about that. Not a big fan, but seeing that Sinestro is going to be part of this, we're going to have some Yellow Lantern action. I am always down for that because I love me some Green Lantern. Just going to have to keep you guys posted on that. And that is all I had to say. And this is the end of the show, you guys. And just want to do a little bit of format, really podcast style. This is what I'm good at. This is what I feed off of. I'm not really into just sitting and talking on the camera just for 20 minutes. I'm an hour-long type of guy. So what I'm going to do for you guys, this is going to be the whole video in one. And then after this, I'm going to just post them as sub clips and then repost them by just different versions of video. And this will be the whole video. Thank you guys for joining me for this episode. If you've watched for this long, or like I said, I'm going to try and get this stuff fixed up on podcasts and stuff so you can actually hear it. And then I'm going to do the post-editing part, post-production part at the end to get some motion graphics and all that things needed for you guys and not to keep you guys tuned into the video since I'm doing this on myself. But if you guys enjoyed, please drop that like button on the video. Tag me in the comment section or anything you want to talk about. Do you like what happened with the Superman thing, about the little reveal we got today? What do you think about season 3 of Your Neighborhood Spider-Man already getting greenlit? What do you think about this Kansas City Chiefs going back to the Super Bowl another year? What about those Fly Eagles Fly going back to their second Super Bowl in 3 years? Do you think Josh Allen will ever get back to the Super Bowl or be able to make the Super Bowl? I don't know. Will Jayden Daniels and them be back and make another deep playoff run next year? I don't know. Let me any type of conversation. Let's just start a conversation in the comment section. I will gladly be replying to y'all in the next coming days. I thank you guys for joining me for another video. If you want to check out my sports videos down below in the comment section, feel free to look at that as well. I also do have some pop culture videos and some trailer reactions, and I have those linked in the description down below for you as well. I thank you guys for joining me for my first ever episode of the show. It went very smooth for the most part. I kind of kept track with my notes and what I wanted to say. Even though a lot of this was off the top of the dome, you already know how I roll. But it was very good. I enjoyed talking to you guys, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace, love, and positivity always, and y'all take care of yourselves. I will see you on the next video. I might try and do this as a Monday, Wednesday, Friday type thing to host these shows and get them posted for you guys. I think that's kind of pretty efficient. Keep up some things that happen during the week that I want to talk about and then plan the show to begin with. I am in college. I am working, so I have some things. But we're going to make it one day, guys. We're going to do this big studio, and I'm going to be able to talk to you guys and have this big studio with a bunch of producers and things for this, keep this thing pumping. But that's all for me today, guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, love, and positive always, y'all. See you.